Hey, it's Dr. Rik Mehta here to talk to you about the coronavirus. As the coronavirus infections increase around the world and government takes extraordinary measures to limit the spread, there is still a lot of confusion about what exactly is this virus and how we as Americans will get through this soon. Firstly, if you notice, some of your disinfectant sprays already says kills coronavirus. Why is that? That's because coronaviruses are actually a group of viruses that have been around forever and they cause the common cold. There are currently 7 known strains of coronavirus that can infect humans. The particular strain we're all currently concerned about is known as COVID-19, and it is believed to have originated in bats. Many of the first people to get infected with COVID-19 either worked for or frequently shopped at large live animal markets in Wuhan, China, suggesting that the virus spread first from animals to people. Now the virus is spreading from person to person. Look, there's still much to learn about COVID-19, including how easily it spreads. The virus currently is spread from person to person via respiratory droplets among close contacts. Close contacts can occur while being less than 6 feet away from an infected person or even touching the infected surfaces such as door handles, elevator buttons, or shaking hands. Once you come into contact with the virus, the droplets travel quickly to the back of your nasal passage and to the mucous membranes in the back of your throat and attach to a particular cell receptor. Now, coronavirus's particles have spiked proteins sticking out from their surfaces, hence the name corona or crown-shaped, and these spikes hook onto cell receptors in the body, allowing the virus's material to enter our cells. Now, normally saltwater gargling is a really good preventative way to keep your throat clean and break up the virus hooks. Once the virus hooks on, it does start to multiply and infect neighboring cells. The symptoms often start in the back of the throat with a sore throat and a dry cough. In the elderly and people with other diseases such as asthma, the virus can crawl into the lungs, which makes it a little bit more difficult for oxygen to swim across the mucous membrane due to the swelling. But with proper treatment and rest, you'll be okay. Now, COVID-19 can survive on surfaces for 2 to 9 days. While the virus is killed by common disinfectants, it can take anywhere from 2 to 14 days in the person to show symptoms, which means you can spread it during this time and not even know it. This is one of the reasons why government's urging us to stay at home and avoid public gatherings. While vaccines are currently being developed, there are plenty of options to treat the symptoms and avoid a bad outcome. In fact, most people who have been infected with COVID have fought off the infection and have lived to talk about it. So there's no need to panic at all. The other good news is that children seem to be spared from severe illness. Now, that doesn't mean kids can't get it. They can. They just aren't getting too sick from it. Maybe no more symptoms than a common cold, and that's a good thing. So what can we do as a community to stop the spread of COVID? Wash your hands. Wash your hands frequently with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. And try to avoid touching door handles and avoid shaking hands. Do one of these. Now, social distancing and isolation. As much as possible, avoid crowds. But more importantly, stay home with your family. Play some board games with your kids. Cover your cough and sneeze. It sounds intuitive, but people forget. Sneeze into here. Stay at home if you're sick. And finally, follow the travel restrictions. Don't travel unless you have to. And boost your immune system. Eat healthy food and exercise. No better time to start your New Year's resolutions than when you're stuck at home. Now, it's going to take more than a measly virus to take out New Jerseyans. We're all coming together by staying apart for the next few months. And let's get past this. Let's be Jersey proud together.